in the case of any other person, of the authority competent to remove him from his office at the time when this was alleged to have been committed. This is intrinsic evidence to suggest that the provision was intended to apply to offences committed in the past without any limitation. The second feature of this provision is that it applies to an inquiry or investigation into an offence alleged to have been committed by a public servant. The focus of the provision is thus affirmed. The person who has it extends to one. I'm sorry, that word is a typo. The focus of this provision thus extends to the person who has committed the offence and not merely the offence. I had made this point yesterday also. It applies wherever the offence relates to any recommendation made or decision taken by such public servant in the discharge of his official function. Private acts of a person not in the capacity of a public servant acting in discharge of his official duties are not protected by this provision. The phrase any recommendation made or decision taken in discharge of his official function or duties was inserted to limit the need for prior approval to official acts of public persons and not acts in their private capacity. Suggestion referring undue or otherwise indulging in acts which constitute an offence under the Act are not acts in discharge of official duty is misconceived. Such an interpretation would render the provisions issues. But if you say, that's what the High Court said, oh, but abusing your power is not official duty, but then this Act applies if you abuse your power. So, to say that if you committed an offence under this Act, it is not in discharge of official duty, so then, then very 17A. The interpretation of this provision in the concurring judgment of Mr. Joseph in Yashwant Sina, it is respectfully submitted, lays down the law authoritatively. Statement of objections. Statement of objects. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Manat. It's full of typos. Statement of raised supports the interpretation provision designed to protect public servants from motivated prosecution.
Did you take help of Dragon? Or?
No, my lord, I did read the steno. For a change, I used a stenographer because I didn't have my Dragon laptop. Otherwise, that's very accurate. Or otherwise, I do all my own dictation and typing.
Dragon also checks the spelling and grammar also.
Yes, it does. Then, my lord, the standard operating provision, procedure I have shown your lordship. Then jurisdictional act, etc. They are all judgments which are all here. So only to put it all in one. And in para 17, I have said, my lord, the two areas the High Court suffers, judgment suffers from.
Your Lordship may see, whether a case of misappropriation of public funds can ever be, my lord, a question to provide protection. No question of protection will arise. Your Lordship may see, my lord, page 148 of this compilation, Shambhunath's case. This was the case of 197. But just see, my lord, what the fact.
It was permitted.
Sorry?
Line of Shambhunath,
yes.
They were permitted. 197 could be taken later on.
Yes.
Not abused.
These are but some of the words are very good. Just have one paragraph.
Starts with Dilip something.
Correct. But just see, Lord, one paragraph here. Page 148 of this paper book. Kindly turn. See, Lord, 149. For 148, the judgment starts. The High Court, my lord, said that 197 is necessary. It held in favor of the employee. Matter came to this.
ये बात ऐसे क्षमा में कि 2 साल के बाद कोई कॉग्निजन नहीं है.
Mr. Rohatgi, how long would you take? Can you give us? We don't want to cut short.
Yeah.
But
Maximum, my lord, an hour, maximum.
uh,
Or maybe
then
even less.
Spill over.
Will rejoin
What
an hour. Today,
You have to see regular board.
Oh.
Bench is changed.
Tomorrow, your lordship bench is not there. There are 3-judge bench tomorrow.
but may I just say this?
No,
If Your Lordship
Friday
can
at-
accommodate today.
With
we'll
what
conclude
we are
Friday.
thinking, Friday at
Whenever, my lord, your lordship's convenience.
Friday at 2 p.m. So in the first half we can finish.
Can I seek indulgence subject to your Lordship's convenience? But
My lord, kindly don't keep it in the first half, my lord.
No, we are not.
is it
Ah.
is it
We'll
possible?
keep it after 2.
Correct, correct.
Possible at all to accommodate today post lunch?
No.
But if he concludes, we'll also finish off Lord today.
Too many.
And
This is
I'm
a
just saying,
miscellaneous.
Yeah, I know, my lord. It holds up the whole board.
we would have concluded the matter today. Put in half an hour.
No, then what we can do, you can come back at 2.
Yes.
We'll take up, run through the list
Yes.
and urgent matters we can take and then
Whatever.
we can carry on and in any event you will have to.
But we'll take very short one, half an hour, depending on what he says.
My lord, may I take half an hour instead of 1 hour? Half an hour at 2 o'clock and be done with it.
Then,
Because I have also not held up in several other cases.
and
where
not, we'll also.
Requested to complete the
also conclude
part.
by three.
Better Friday.
Lord,
Friday better at
Lord,
Friday,
Lord,
yes,
Lord,
Friday.
we can, if your Lordship comes, Lord, we'll conclude, I think, between both of us by 3. That's what
No,
I'm.
it may not be possible. But
If he
my
takes
friends
half
are
an hour-
insisting. My
Lord,
friends are insisting they don't do it in half an hour.
all right, let him do it, Lord, we'll conclude today, Lord, your Lordship.
No,
will-
then,
unless Mr. Rohatgi concludes how we.
Lord,
Lord,
he-
it will be
he's saying
difficult.
1 hour. He's saying an
I-
hour.
I have not a
We have-
of advisors.
Couple of days.
So, your lordship will take it at on Friday at 2 o'clock.
Lord,
That's
Lord,
fine.
it may just conclude the matter, that's all.
No, no, please, let's do it on Friday. Friday.
Friday at 2.
You have taken 1.5 days. Let me also have some respite and answer Justice Trivedi's queries. I'll look at some.
శుక్రవారానికి వాయిదా వేస్తాం అంటున్నారు
I
జడ్జి గారు.
have to answer those queries.
I must.
They're queries of the court.
The reason I was requesting was not,
वो भी इसमें आ गया.
if my Lord may consider, Lord, if not Friday, would Thursday be convenient? Because I think Mr. Salvi may have some.
రుద్ర గారు ఇప్పుడు కంప్లీట్
I'll just
చేసేద్దాం
check, but
అంటున్నారు.
if you want, may I just come back at 2 o'clock in form?
मैं भी मंडे
Or Monday.
I'm saying,
Monday.
Monday should be.
If
no,
Monday
no,
afternoon.
I'm saying, Lord,
Hey,
No, no, Thursday we have final hearing matter.
there are
And the bench is not there.
different benches.
I'll leave it to your Lordship, Lord, if it's today's convenient, it'll be.
గురువారం
No, no, today
గురువారానికి
don't
ఏమో
mention
లోత్రా గారు
because we have
అడుగుతున్నారు.
too many things going on. Friday or Monday, whatever is your lordship.
వాడమ్మా వాడైతే ప్రభుత్వం తరపున లాయర్ అయితే ఏకంగా మండే అడుగుతున్నాడు.
Let.
Let them finish today, Lord.
Thursday
Why
final
should we
hearing
finish
అంటున్నాడు.
today then? If it is to go to Friday or Monday, I'll finish it on that day.
If Mr. Salve has difficulty, maybe we'll post it.
Lordship, I have
Not
it on
Friday.
Monday.
No, Lord, then he'll come on VC, Lord. May I just say this, Lord? Let me just come back at 2 o'clock because he just stepped out of why don't you just call? Wait, just give me half a minute. I'll just check with him. I think he just stepped out to another matter.
You can do the rejoinder. What is there? There were 3 people doing the petition originally. You
I
can do the
have
rejoinder.
no problem doing
What is the problem? You can do rejoinder on the
I'll tell you what you at 2 p.m.
Okay.
I'll tell you at 2 p.m. I'll tell you at 2.
Grateful, very grateful. Obliged.
జడ్జి గారు వెళ్ళిపోతున్నారు. రెండింటికి చెప్తాం అన్నారు. ఎప్పటికి వాయిదా వేసేది ఏంటి రెండింటికి చెప్తాం అన్నారు.